Welcome back to Speedrun, the fast-talking video game podcast where we talk about pretty much anything that interests us that's video game related. My chair
Not just weird and retro, just all-encompassing?
All-encompassing, a bit of everything. My chair just gave out a big old creak, which means when this is over, I need to introduce to a little lady by the name of WD-40.
You know, it's funny because when I edit these episodes, I keep hearing the creak. I've been trying to replicate it with my desk chair. I'm just like, is that me or is that the mic? So I isolated your mic. I was just like, oh, it is Jamie.
I mean, my chair has input. Chair, what do you think about WD-40?
Oh, that's a nice crunchy waveform there. Jamie, how have you been? I feel like it's been weeks. I mean, it actually has been weeks since we recorded this speed run. We batch recorded a fuck ton of it. Damn it. I've been trying not to swear. You know, this is a great transition because you and I talked about we're going to leave the poopy words in, as it were.
Yes, but we're going to try to swear a lot less going forward so we don't have to, you know, put a certain tag on our videos like the degenerates we are.
Indeed. But we batch recorded a bunch of episodes back in December, and we've just been editing and posting those. So it feels good to be back in the studio, as it were, recording new material in the new year. And my God, what a start to the year we have had. If I sound haggard or tired, it's because I am. But between the recent events, which are deplorable, and also just being on my period right now, and also just a lot of personal life stuff, if I sound a little bit different, that is why. I promise everything else in my life is A-okay.
Yes, and for those curious, well, first off, as always, she's Jazzie, I'm Jamie, and I'm also been it's been a very good start to the year. This is the first episode we're recording in 2021. Of course, all the stuff we say flashback episodes have been going out since episode 10 of Speedrun dropped, were, you know, our old episodes, and of course, as Jazzie said, most of the stuff that's been going out the past few weeks was recorded back in the bad year.
It should be noted that as we're recording, today is the 17th of January, 2021, in case anyone is confused or looking back at like an archive or something.
I can't believe it's already been a few weeks into this year. I guess you could say we've been speedrunning this year, huh? I think that's a good transition right there, ain't it?
Funny joke. We're talking about weird speedruns today.
Yeah, I'm going to start the timer. No weird stuff. We're putting it just at the basic 10 minutes today. Because what prompted this episode was, as you know, as longtime listeners or longtime Stuff We Play YouTube viewers may know, we are fans of RPGs.
And you're going to talk about a very specific RPG speedrun before I talk about some other silly speedruns. So why don't you go first? Do you want to put 5 minutes or 10 minutes for yourself? And then I'll take whatever's left. How do you want to do that?
I was thinking let's just put 10 on it and we can just go back and forth on it like a convo.
All right, let's do it.
Cool. So we need to talk about Dragon Quest III. I love the old Dragon Quest games, but someone found a major bug in August 2020 where if you heat up your cartridge, it will basically end up maxing out your stats if you do things a specific way. So speedrunners in Japan are accomplishing incredibly fast Dragon Quest III speedruns by literally cooking their console on a hot plate while they're playing.
Jamie, is there, like, in these articles talking about this, did they talk about, like, the science behind it? Like, does it, like, excite the electrons and make them, like, go faster or some shit? What is happening behind the scenes inside the chips? What's going on?
So basically, what it's doing is it's something involving the increased temperatures, making the console's internal memory more volatile. And what?
Sure.
I don't exactly know
Sure.
the specifics of it, but we're talking about a full-on old-school RPG being beaten in just around 22 minutes. And now you can't be baking your system. It's basically, it says the recommended range is between 50 and 80 degrees Celsius, which for those of you in Eagle Land is between 122 and 176 Fahrenheit.
I was going to say, in freedom units, that is screaming hot. Thankfully, I've been learning the Celsius system because all my best friends don't live in this hellscape of a country. So I've been learning the Celsius temperatures for things. Precisely. And also land of dollary dues. And if you count Newfoundland as part of Canada, which a lot of mainlanders don't.
I do. I like Newfoundland.
Good. Because you're on the other rock, on the other side of the continent.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, I like Van Isle.
So this is interesting. I'm approaching this from like an electrical engineering standpoint, and it's weird that there's a 30 Celsius like range of which to heat up your console, and you heat it up to make the volatile memory more volatile. So what I hear from like an equation standpoint is there are multiple like chaotic variables, in which case like math does not hold up to random variables as well as our like normal human brain computations can work, when like math kind of starts to fall apart and do weird things when you insert chaos variables into things. So I am looking at this and like, this is scary because I have a very like logical scientific brain, and I'm trying to like construct this in my mind. I'm just like, you cannot like reproduce this with the scientific method. I don't like this. This doesn't compute with my brain.
But you can reproduce it because it's been used for multiple speedruns.
But you can reproduce it, and that's what's like messing me up.
You know what this reminds me of? That this isn't a speedrun thing, but I think it was Sonic 3D Blast, where you could access the debug menu by literally punching your cartridge.
God, oh my God, yes, that makes me so angry. And I know that sounds weird, but when things don't do things they're supposed to by doing a thing that you're not supposed to do to it's like, like I'm not mad at like punching a console. Like who cares? There's like however many millions of those consoles out in the wild.
Yeah,
it's just like that doesn't make sense to my scientific brain. Just like, oh, you do this, and then there's a random chance that it could have Y result. And it's like, oh, those hot plates feel like they're cooking my brain right now instead of the NES.
Just this blows my mind. God, what was that?
My mind is blown.
What was that other speedrun
cool
you were telling me about before this episode? Fun fact: this is the first. This is the only episode of speedrun so far, after God knows how many episodes, where we're actually talking about speedruns.
For real, though.
For those just now joining us, the title just comes because of how short our episodes are. But go on.
I'm a big fan of very silly speedruns, whether they be silly meme categories or like silly games that you wouldn't expect to see speedrun. Speedrun. Thank you. One of those is the Japanese exclusive McDonald's employee training cartridge. And like ECDP, I think it's called. Mm-hmm. And there is a huge, robust community behind it, complete with its own Discord and documentary, like Summoning Salt style, where this guy goes to Japan and rescues like the only known cartridge and has to sneak it through customs. It's a saga. But like he dumps the ROM on the internet and people start creating like speedruns and like figuring out optimal strats, and it's like nuts to watch this. But when it comes to silly speedruns, I'm a big fan of Moist Critical's Mr. Krabs dies. Mr. Krabs has a wonderful day and drinks water. Mr. Krabs stays hydrated, where he just glitches through the wall and finishes the game in an absurd amount of time is hilarious. But when it comes to like my all-time favorite silliest speedrun, that would go to my boy Arcus. Mm-hmm. for making a burrito in, I think, like less than 15 or less than 10 seconds. I just bonked the mic, and that will totally come up in post. But just like laid out a tortilla, put all the stuff in it, stopped myself there, rolled it back up, hit the timer, showed it to the camera, and Twitch went wild for it. And it was just like, this is the content that I watch Twitch for. This is great.
So what you're saying is that once you see we have a Patreon, and once we hit once we hit 20 patrons, I guess, should I do a Jamie goes to Subway and gets 2 footlongs, a speed run?
Yes. And then after funky mode is over, we should both speed run eating a footlong each.
Ooh, I'm down. Why? I mean, when you think about it, isn't the July 4th Coney Island hot dog eating contest just a massive hot dog gorging speed run?
It's literally just a hot dog % speed run. That's literally what it is.
You just got to get as high a % of the hot dogs done and as fast as possible. I mean, I guess it's within 10 minutes regardless. Maybe that's not a speed run. I just have funny hot dog on the brain.
Haha, funny hot dog.
Haha.
Like the person that was swearing at me and Sky Streams. Shout out to twitch.tv/Sky Screams. Me and Sky, we were playing VR chat, and she went, haha, funny hot dog. And the whole room lit up. Like, they were so pissed at us. Just like, who are you? Get out. And just were like totally inconsolably angry because she had chosen the default hot dog avatar and said, haha, funny hot dog. Shit popped off so fast.
You know, should I talk about my one attempt at doing a speedrun? Because I mentioned before that if I ever did a speedrun, it'd be something Sonic or something Mega Man.
Absolutely do this story. Take the talking stick, and then we can close out on that because I did dominate the conversation for a little bit there. So,
I mean, you
talk about
had
your Mega Man X series.
You had a lot of good stuff to say, though.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I mean, again, this is our podcast. It's not just mine, even if I owned a domain. Anyways, I decided to do a Mega Man X6 speedrun, and I got it so I could make... I had to turn off my mic because I took a swig of water and it was all ice, so I didn't want to like chew ice right into the mic. I'm so sorry. Just let me shake my Subway cup right here.
Oh, sloshy.
Yeah. But, here, someone clip that and use it as a sound effect. So I got it so I could literally... So basically, Mega Man X6, I've talked about before, but I could make it from the beginning of the game to unlocking Zero and get into the final fortress in like 5 minutes. The first stage of the fortress stage has a boss called the Nightmare Mother. I spent 6 hours trying to perfect it. I was, even after quote-unquote getting the strategy down, I was still dying every other time I fought it. And finally I said, you know what? Fuck this.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Was that one of the streams I was there for?
No. Well, yeah, one of the ones in the Stuff We Play Discord server. Sorry about the swear. I'm still learning.
Oh, no, you're fine.
I like how we just pause like... there, like, just to let it, like...
Yeah, no, I just kind of let that awkward silence sink for a little bit. I'm going to leave this in.
The thing is, as well, is, like, there's... because I streamed... Instead of doing a Mega Man X speedrun stream, I did a marathon stream where I played through, or a series of marathon streams where I played through the entire Mega Man X collection on PS2, so X1 through X6, and then Mega Man Battle and Chase.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, there's this boss in the second fortress stage. I'm glad I gave up on the first one, because I managed to beat the Nightmare Mother when I did my regular run just for Twitch. The second boss is Gate. And you can't hit him. You have to launch all of his attacks back at you in a stage that's suspended above bottomless pits. And his pattern is completely random, which means that at one point I got into a 1.5 minute long loop where he was just flying from one side of the stage to the other without attacking.
That sounds a lot like the fight in Ocarina of Time against Ganon at the very end, where you have to play like fucking energy tennis with him.
Imagine that, but in a game that's based around high-speed platforming action, and then there's none of that.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
Yeah, and I was like, at least the soundtrack was good. But yeah, when I say Mega Man X is a terrible game, I still love playing it because of how much of a glitchy mess it is to play through. But my god, yeah, don't.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Oh, we are past time.
Yes, we are.
Shall
we wrap it up?
Yes. Do you have anything you'd like to add?
Nope. I'm all good.
Good. So, on that note, I've been Jamie.
I've been Jazzie.
Ha, funny hot dog.
Jesus. We will see you next time.
Yes. Don't forget, you can back us on Patreon. Patreon.com/stuffweplay. You can watch us both on YouTube at youtube.com/stuffweplay. Or if you have ideas for future podcast episodes or just questions about things we talked about, you can either message us via Discord in the Stuff We Play Discord server, or email us respectively at jamie@stuffweplay.com or jazzie@stuffweplay.com. I forget anything there?
Twitch. We stream.
Yes. Twitch.tv/ what's your Twitch name again?
Twitch.tv/Jasmine Starshine is mine. I've been playing a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Lately and will continue to play a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! On there. And probably a lot of just more nostalgic, nerdy stuff from my childhood.
Yeah, and you can find me at twitch.tv/Jamie_plays_stuff. And also our friend Sky, who we mentioned earlier, at twitch.tv/SkyStreams. We've all been friends forever, and I'm glad we're all doing the streaming thing now.
Indeed.
So with that,
Jinx.
Would you like to end off?
We will see you next. Wait, no, sorry. Stay classy, and we'll see you next time. There we go.
There we go. Good night, everyone.
Night.